It is interesting that here we are close to the time we expect for God to complete all things. And we finally have a solution to the scripture, Matthew 24:36. Of that day and hour knoweth no man. As I mentioned, Mr. Camping long ago said that it had to do with experiencing judgment. But then when we learned that Christ died from the foundation of the world, it didn't seem to fit anymore. But we now have a solution for that. It's making reference to the Son of Man, because Christ entered into the world born of the Virgin Mary in order to take upon himself a human nature. And he became a man. And as a man, living the life of a man, he was fully man, yet fully God. He had to go to the cross in order to demonstrate the things that he had done from the foundation of the world. Now, if someone says to me that no man knows the day or hour, and as we continue to advertise on Facebook and people respond, and of course, anyone in the church and many people write us and they're able to communicate on that particular advertisement, and they're trying to share with others, and they say, no man knows a day or hour. It's amazing how consistent and how worldwide that doctrine is. That idea is that you cannot know the day or hour. And now we can just quickly and easily say, when Christ said that, it had to do with experiencing the judgment. As the Son of Man, he did not know, as the Son of Man, the wrath of God. Therefore, no man had experienced the judgment. That's it. And every point now we're quickly able to answer and move on. And it really shows when you can answer like that from the Bible that we have found the truth. Here's a question from Pal Talk. In Matthew we read that neither the angels of heaven but my Father. My question is, how did the Father experience this day if it had not come then? Or does this word know refer to the Father in an intellectual sense? Sure, God knows the beginning from the end, but how can God experience what has not yet happened? Well, the reference to the Father, which is in Matthew 24:36 and Mark 13:32, no man knows the day or hour, not the angels. In Mark 13:32 it says, neither the Son, but the Father. So the Father knows, and we're saying to know means to experience. Yes, but what is the Father's experience of the day and hour of wrath? The Father's experience is to measure out the cup of his wrath and the degree of wrath that he intends to pour out upon the unsaved. So the Father knows the degree that Christ suffered from the foundation of the world. The Father knows the degree of wrath that Jesus had to suffer when he would go to the cross. The Father knows the punishment of man and the degree of mankind's punishment at the time of the end and so forth. In other words, the Father's experience is not one of being the object or target of the wrath, but the Father's involvement and his experience in judgment is meting out the wrath. And therefore he is able to measure it and know it in that sense.